What's up, everybody? Good morning. My name is Jerry. I'm with Strickland Off-Road. We are going to start trying to put out some videos to help with the install of some of the product that we're offering on stricklandoffroad.com. What we're going to be doing the install this morning is a S&B air filter, working on a 2020 Chevy 2500 with the 6.6 liter gasoline engine. We're going to be installing S&B filter 75-5158, and then we are also going to be installing the J&L oil separator, part number 3089D-B. We'll go through this install. Hopefully it helps you guys out. I'll cut in and out and I'll show you all the stuff. Gonna try to start doing more of these, so bear with me. I'm definitely not a camera editor person. I'm just trying to help it out and maybe give you guys a hand on one of y'all's install. All right, let's get to it. As you can see, we got the package all unboxed. Whoop, yeah, look at that. So that was our first step. Of course, we got to put it out in a nice little area. I'm sorry, I'm just learning that the controls on that thing. So whenever you're doing the kit, you scan the QR code, bring up the instructions, nice step-by-step. I actually have them on my laptop on the other side of the shop. So we're going to start off with disconnecting the battery. It says specifically leave the battery disconnected for 2 hours. After we do that, we are going to remove the factory air box. Before we do the factory air box, though, there is a couple of pin clips for the part right on front of the right behind the grill. We're going to remove that. I'm going to pause the videos because my truck is lifted, so we're going to have to set the camera up there, and I'll show you guys what clip we're doing. I am going to show you the tool that I'm using. If you do not have this tool, I get them from Matco. It is specific. It's a pry tool. I work on a lot of Polaris Rangers and stuff like that, and this is the perfect tool for popping out those nut rivets. I strongly suggest you getting these. If this is from Matco, part number UPR4M. I know you can get them cheaper. Me personally, when it comes to this type of tool, the way that they're made, it's well worth spending the $20-$30 of getting the quality one. So, all right, hang tight and we're gonna get to it. All right, first things we did was disconnect the battery. It's this 10mm bolt that's right here. This entire assembly is going to come up, so don't freak out. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these nut certs and remove this entire assembly right here. To remove these, it's as simple as getting underneath them. Then you just pry it up, and then you get underneath the bottom section, and then you pry them up. That's why we have that tool. Alright, so I got all the pins removed. Now we're going to pop out this center section. After we remove the latch here, we got a star bit. We'll get those out of the way. using a T15 star bit. Gets that little handle part out of there. And we just pick that assembly right up. And now it gives you access to this opening for your air breather that's right straight down here. You'll use the same tool that we removed this top assembly. It has the same clip. There's one right there. The one clip. And now that assembly is loose. All right, now we're going to go to unplugging the mass airflow sensor and taking the top side of the air box off. Using an 8mm socket on this setup. You got a little red clip on your mass airflow sensor. You want to make sure that you unclip that. That way you don't damage it. We're going to undo the hose clamp on the top now. Once we get that, then our upper assemblies will come right off. Then you want to pull out your air filter. Then you'll have your lower assembly. You got a 110mm bolt on the corner of it, and then where your mass airflow sensor goes in, you got a little clip there. we'll come back up. We'll use our little handy pry tool. You just wiggle it side by side. And you hear it pop up. Try not to break it. Then you're going to take your 10mm socket. Remove your single nut. Then you're just going to give it a good pull. It has rubber grommets in the back. And there you go. That's where that nut was, right here in this corner. Alright, now we have this nice, big, open, beautiful hole, ready to rock and roll. Your air duct assembly is still in there. It's just kind of hanging out right here. Next thing we're going to do is remove this assembly. Alright, next things we're going to be doing, removing your airbox assembly here. Get you a 5/16 socket or a nut driver directly behind this airbox. Straight down here is the hose clamp. Hose clamp just like this. You can use, I suggest doing a nut driver or a 5/16. I went ahead and undid mine because I didn't want to be standing over the top of you guys. Next you have your coolant line that goes across the back. Just reach down and pull up on it. It's just in some rubber or plastic clips, so you'll just pick it up and you can see the clip assemblies. They just go in. The next thing you have is your crankcase ventilation tube over here. It has there's a little gray button piece. Push it with your thumb and just give it a little wiggle and it'll come right off. And then just flip it out of the way. Just be easy. You'll know you're disconnecting it. Once you push it and start wiggling it, it'll just come. It's not a big deal. Once you have that disconnected, now it's ready to remove this assembly. You just pick it up. And oh, we have one more. We have one clip I didn't realize. Right here on the bottom. There we go. It's just a rubber clip right here. I didn't want to break it is all. So you wiggle it, it'll pop up. Then there's your airbox assembly. There's your tube for the crankcase ventilation that I was telling you about. And this is the hose right here. And there's your radiator hose. You'll just set it to the side. Alright, now we're back on the ground. We're going to be working on our airbox. So beautiful. Alright, the base, our rubber plugs that go up in there. We're going to be putting in our rubbers. So what S&B suggests, you got, obviously they go on specific spots. We'll put them in. When you put them on, you want the smooth part to be going to the outside. Just give them a little wiggle. They're nice and soft as long as it's done where it's not 20 below and everything's all frigid. You want to make sure that you have your S&B facing to the upright side. Now, this one right here, this is what S&B suggests. We're in Florida, so you can open this one or leave it closed. Being down here, it suggests if you're in a warmer climate to do it. That way you get all your cool air from the front air dam that we disconnected earlier. That's going to line up with this hole. This goes to the fender. So we're going to keep that one closed off. Pull all the air in from here. That way we don't get a lot of the heat from the engine. I gotta find my other food. All right. Now we're going to step away from, we're in the process of doing an S&B air intake system right now. But while I have the air box and the breather and all assembly out, now's the time I wanted to do my J&L oil separator. I know some of the videos of them out there. I wanted to do one with the actual air box gone, so you can see what hoses we're talking about. This is going to be your hose that you're going to be removing. So if you remove this air box, it'll definitely make life a lot easier to remove the air box. Undo the vent hose over here. Grab your coolant line that goes across the back of the air box. You'll pick it up here from the rubber pins. The 5/16 nut driver, you'll come down straight through the back, the hose clamps here, and then you'll undo the hose clamp on that side where the rubber hose for the breather. You'll pick it up to the passenger side, and it'll be tight on this clamp right here, but just wiggle it a little bit and that whole airbox assembly will come up. So we're going to push in on these gray connectors, give them a wiggle, and they'll come off. You have your other one right behind your power steering pump. Now that you disconnected it from the top, you can rotate it around so you can hit it with your thumb instead of trying to squeeze on it, because this one's easier to get to with that airbox removed. Now we're going to have our bracket assembly. It's going to go right here. And we're just going to go through the entire assembly real quick. All right. We'll square that up. Get that nice and tight. Now we're going to take our air breather assembly, just like the videos say. Line up your logos to your logos. And then you're just a Phillips head screwdriver. Start them with your finger, of course, and make it a little bit easier. take these and just snug these down. We'll take the one on the right, connect it to the valve cover, the other one, connect it right there, and you are ready to roll. You've now installed one. Of course, it makes it a lot easier with the breather removed. Like I said, grab the back of it, pull this up, the rubber bushings, 5/16 coming through there, and then flip the assembly up. You have the one line right here that'll come off with the gray push in, and it's that easy, y'all. You get this covered. These parts are available on stricklandoffroad.com as well. We're just a small little shop trying to have a good time and provide a good service. Thank you. Alright, we just finished installing our oil separator. Now we went on the bottom of our factory breather, made sure that we removed the rubber plugs. They had popped out of the mounts for the bottom part of the breather. We used the little pry tool that I had. It's a handy tool to have. I suggest getting them. Alrighty. Now we're rocking and rolling still. Let's get this bad boy out of the way. You want to install your mounting bracket going downward. Now she's going to lower in here just like that. You can feel down there and feel where the one lines up. Yeah, ahead of myself. Got to put our rubber grommet in for our bowl hole. And then the sleeve, slide in there as well. Just be careful whenever you're putting that down, that way it doesn't hit. That'll line up on that hole. It'll find its little sweet spot. At this time, I'd go ahead and hook up that lower breather. That way it's nice and easy to get a hold of. And and you'll just slide it into the lower hole. That way your air box is still wiggling and stuff. Alright, we got that part situated. The air box is in. We'll put our factory nut back on. It's so pretty. Got that snugged up. We're going to see this thing through now. I went ahead and grabbed my my brackets for my breather tube. Allen screws here. Allen screws here. Set the brackets flat out. Took the mass airflow sensor off the factory. Make sure you reinstall it in the correct direction. The SMB comes with a spacer and a seal. Phillips head screw, snug them down evenly. That way it puts it in flat so you don't do no damage. We're just going to set this here for now. We're going to set a couple more parts up here. We got the 5/16, our hose clamp. Before I hop up, I'm going to take and put my new nut cert back in that I had removed earlier for the air dam breather. We're going to pick it up, line up the hole. Pop that back in. You should already have it connected to the inside of your breather as well. We're going to go get a nice, big, beautiful breather. And we are just going to temporarily set it down in here for now. Get a razor blade. Alright. We're going to get our hose clamp on. Set this on our intake. And they'll go half and half. You just set them on there. Get your hose clamp. Hose clamp. Me, I preferably like to line them up and stuff like that. If you don't care, you don't care. Alrighty. Just make sure that you're putting it on flush all the way around and not at an angle or something. Sometimes as you tighten them up, you'll do it a couple times. All right, we got that one on there nice and snug. Now we're gonna take this assembly. We'll pop it in. All the way in. Give this side a wiggle, and you'll see how it pops right on. You want to feel it around. Make sure it's all the way on. And we'll take that hose clamp and give her a snug. Of course, you don't want to over tighten them. Alrighty. Now we have our hoses for they go from your engine on the breather up to our connection that we did on the S&B filter tube. It's a quick release. So we got our hose here. We're gonna just slide it on. Nice and easy. We got a screwdriver. This hose is cut to fit, so they give you a little extra. It's not a big deal. Have a razor or something. You'll be rocking and rolling. Alrighty. So we're going to do our test fit. It's going to go here. The fitting is right up underneath. So we'll see. We are going to cut it right here at the clamp. At the paper. Now I set your hose clamp on. Get that one on there. Now let's tighten this bad boy up too. There we go. It's so pretty. Yeah. Nice day out today for a little bit. I guess it's morning time and we're at our high for us Florida folk. Oh, of course, and I'm rocking my girl fake wrench. Go check them out. She's a awesome local business, small business gal, doing it up. So we're going to take that hose. Now we're going to slide it on and get them nice and straight. You'll hear it when it clicks. Pops right on. Nice and clean. Alrighty. Now here's the fun part. Our coolant lines have new mounting locations, you can give them a wiggle and then a slide, and they'll pop off from where their factory glue was. You can unclip them to make it a little bit easier, but I mean, it's not crazy hard. And that's what these mounting brackets are for here and for here. Look at that. It's almost like it was meant to be. All right, we have our oil separator all mounted up, our breather. Now we got our air filter assembly that we dropped in place. Go ahead and get your hose clamp rotated in the correct direction. Get it slid on. Make sure that it's on, your clamp's on straight. Give her a little wiggle, she should be solid. And then we're going to take our mass airflow sensor that we unplugged earlier. And bring her up here to her new home. Slide it on, lock it down. And look at that. It's so nice. We'll do this before we do our finishing. Drop this bad boy back on. And it'll line up your air dam breather right there. Take all your little push pins. You guys are in the journey with me now. We're gonna finish this thing off. Remember, come check us out at stricklandoffroad.com. This is a small little shop in a big shop world. We've been having a good time. We've been trying to get into posting more videos and stuff. Just life is always busy. I got a tendency of always forgetting. We'll put our little bracket back on. Remember, that thing slides in. It doesn't just sit on top. For our hood quick release, just slide it in there. Look at that. Now, gonna come back over. We can go ahead and mount our battery back on now too. Alrighty. Put a wonderful battery cover back on. Now the gloves are coming off. Downside to not having fingernail. Oh, look at that. Don't worry, I'll show you. I gotta peel the damn paper off. The hardest part of the job. Getting this self-adhesive paper off of the clear Lexan. Oh yeah. Bam. That just happened. Lexan. Seal. Gonna go like that. So we're gonna set that seal in there. Gotta start somewhere, so why not just pick a corner? Give it a wiggle. Just start working your way around. And just work it back and forth. I mean, you really don't need to do screwdrivers and stuff. I mean, it's Lexan. I mean, really. You got your little thumb tag here. So we're going to take it, we'll put it in. So cool. All right, that's it. We've started a little bit ago. You figure probably about an hour installation, a little quicker if you want to do it. We did an S&B air filter. We did a oil separator while we had it all apart as well. I strongly suggest if you got the 2020, 2021, 2023, 2022, however you, with the 6.6 liter gas, definitely this is the package you want to get. Get your oil separator. It'll help keep the circulation of the oil going back into the intake, and then get you an S&B air filter. Both parts are available on stricklandoffroad.com. Just bear with me on that webpage as we get to building more and getting more creativity and stuff on it. I'm learning. I mean, I'm literally building that page myself. I'm a mechanic by trade, not a computer guy. So I'm giving it a go around. Be patient with me. Hopefully it'll be fun and we can have this journey together. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next time. And if there's something you want to see installed, let me know. And if I can set it up, hell yeah. Let's get some more shop time. Be safe. What's up, everybody? Good morning. My name's Jerry. I'm with Strickland Off-Road. We are going to start trying to put out some videos to help with the install of some of the product that we're offering on stricklandoffroad.com. What we're going to be doing the install this morning is a S&B air filter, working on a 2020 Chevy 2500 with the 6.6 liter gasoline engine. We're going to be installing S&B filter 75-5158, and then we are also going to be installing the J&L oil separator, part number 3089D-B. We'll go through this install. Hopefully it helps you guys out. I'll cut in and out and I'll show you all the stuff. Gonna try to start doing more of these, so bear with me. I'm definitely not a camera editor person. I'm just trying to help it out and maybe give you guys a hand on one of y'all's install. All right, let's get to it. As you can see, we got the package all unboxed. Oh, yeah, look at that. So that was our first step. Of course, we got to put it out in a nice little area. I'm sorry, I'm just learning that the controls on that thing. So whenever you're doing the kit, you scan the QR code, bring up the instructions, nice step by step. I actually have them on my laptop on the other side of the shop. So we're going to start off with disconnecting the battery. It says specifically leave the battery disconnected for 2 hours. After we do that, we are going to remove the factory air box. Before we do the factory air box, though, there is a couple of pin clips for the part right on front of the right behind the grill. We're going to remove that. I'm going to pause the videos because my truck is lifted, so we're going to have to set the camera up there, and I'll show you guys what clip we're doing. I am going to show you the tool that I'm using. If you do not have this tool, I get them from Matco. It is specific. It's a pry tool. I work on a lot of Polaris Rangers and stuff like that, and this is the perfect tool for popping out those nut rivets. I strongly suggest you getting these. If this is from Matco, part number UPR4M. I know you can get them cheaper. Me personally, when it comes to this type of tool, the way that they're made, it's well worth spending the $20, $30 of getting the quality one. So, all right, hang tight and we're going to get to it.